Kelly Lynn of Kelly Lynn's Creative Kitchen. I have Gina back on my show as a guest host. Again, Gina Haig is Mom Green Properties. And we are going to have her do a wonderful recipe for us today, and it doesn't take a lot of time. So Gina, tell us what the name of the recipe is and the ingredients we need.
Well, it really doesn't have a name except I'm going to just give it a name today, Luigi's Antipasta, because we're going to attend a function where there's going to be dishes that are Italian oriented, and we don't have a lot of time to prepare a big pasta dish. So we are going to do what is called it's kind of an antipasta, so that you have, it's more of a finger food or dessert type food that you could eat along with your pasta.
Okay, so what do we need?
So what we're going to use on this is we are going to take a thin loaf of bread, and it could be different oriented bread. It does not have to be this kind. Some people have a focaccia, or you can take what it's called. It looks a lot like the French baguettes that are either a hard bread or a soft bread. So we're going to utilize that. We're also going to utilize some garlic, and we are going to have some olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, with lemon, natural lemon, which we don't have up here right yet.
I will get it for you.
And we will use some seasonings to taste, along with tomatoes, because oftentimes tomatoes are utilized quite frequently with olive oil and vinegar. And along with it, we're going to use Italian sausage to make it. So, bear with me. We will first start with looking at how it's going to appear on the plate.
So what can I do to help you?
So while I'm going to cut this bread, Kelly is going to take the sausages, the Italian sausages, and she's going to cook them on a skillet or a cast iron.
What temperature do we want to do?
And we want to do medium right now. We basically want to just brown them. So hold on for a second.
Well, she's going to come back with a nice browned skillet. And always have hot pans. I don't know what you're thinking.
What we'll do here is this is not yet started cooking yet, but on the stove, heating up yet. But we will take these and roll these, and for sake of saving time, we'll roll these over and get them kind of crisp on the outside. At which point, then we will slice them, and they will be placed on a sliced piece of bread with some of the fixings that we've told you about earlier. So Kelly will start on that.
Okay. Yes, I will. And if you'd like more information on these recipes that you see here, or you'd like to be a co-host on our show and have a fun time that I'm having with my sister, log on and email me at kellyhaig@msn.com. Also, you can call me at 406-239-2264. I air on MCAT Tuesdays from 5:30 to 6 and Fridays from 1:30 to 2. Coming back with more antipasta. Luigi style.
We are taking this olive oil and we're putting it into a skillet. I think you can see that.
Yep.
So
a nice
in a skillet,
virgin.
I'm going to put this on a heating pad here so that you can see what we're doing before we put it on the stove. This will normally take place on a stove.
It's hot, so use hot pads.
Okay.
You will
so
burn.
we take our garlic cloves and we slice them up.
How do we cube them, or do we just kind of
Doesn't matter.
dice them
Just
a little bit
slice
and then
them
throw them
however
in?
you can. Just slice them.
And so I need to get some more. How many cloves are we looking at?
Oh,
here?
just put as much as you want.
Okay. So basically, I'm peeling the outside of the garlic. You can also bake garlic for a spread, can't you? It's very easy to do.
So notice I'm putting them, now this oil has been heated up a bit, and we'll put it back on the stove, but I am putting the garlic on so that it's going to take on a taste of garlic oil oriented.
And granted,
flavors.
Garlic is very good for your heart. So it's a great way also if you're wanting to like maybe get rid of somebody, eat garlic, I don't know.
Keeps the boys away.
Keeps the boys away and the girls. No, I'm kidding. It's very good for your heart, isn't it, sis?
Right. So we get this oil flavored up a little bit, and then we put it back where. And then what we need is a bit of oregano.
Gotta have oregano in there. Your spices: garlic, oregano, balsamic vinegar. Ooh, yeah.
We put a little bit of basil. Now I would love, and I should be showing you to do this with fresh basil.
It's
I
delicious.
did not pick any up, but if you don't have fresh basil, it's okay. You can use it in a bottle. Just just to create a tiny tinge of a tart taste, which will complement the olive oil, we're going to put a little lemon rind.
Yep, it is
Just a bit.
delicious.
We don't want to get too much,
But
but
some people love lemons, you know, and I love them, but they don't love me, right?
Okay.
So we might add, maybe, and I would say, Gina would say, add oil as needed. Isn't that correct,
I
sister?
believe so. Now, and just enough so that you have, and there's a little garlic salt I'm putting in right now.
And this is Luigi's
Antipasto. So,
antipasta sauce.
this again is going to go on the stove, but before we do that, I want you to really see what's going to happen. So I took a slice of bread, and what will happen is it will cook in this particular mixture, and then they get flipped over. Okay,
So they
get
get
a
nicer.
texture. Okay, so you don't have to toast them, but you see the texture that you see on the bread here? That will show up and it'll be more firm. And what we will do, when we come back, is we will slice our tomato, we will slice our cheese, and we will take a little bit of greenery and put it over for the antipasto. We'll show you how that's done in a moment. So we have Kelly over at the stove right now, and she is cooking up the Italian sausages that are going to be utilized and cut in slices to put on this piece of Italian seasoned bread, which will give us a nice little flavor for our antipasta dish that we're going to be presenting at a picnic. If you recall, we had put garlic into olive oil along with a little bit of lemon and spices of oregano, basil leaves, and a little garlic salt. We're also going to add mozzarella cheese. I am going to slice this mozzarella cheese, and it will be prepared when everything else is done. So let's just make sure this cheese is good.
You better try that, sister.
Very good. I'll be right back.
Another great thing is a cheese slicer. If you don't have
You always
that.
have to taste your food when you're cooking. Very
Isn't that
important.
delicious? That looks good without
Okay.
anything on it.
Kelly's going to be here with you right now while I go check on the sauce.
Okay. Here you are, sister. I'm going to cut the small cheese for you, okay? We are going to do it lengthwise, and then she may or may not, depending on the size of the bread, cut it in half for the top of the bread. So, we'll do a nice. That's enough on the cheese. Okay.
I just wanted to demonstrate.
So there we go. She said it's enough on the cheese. So do I need to cut the tomatoes now?
There will be tomatoes utilized just in slices.
Oh, in
Nice
slices.
clean slices.
Slice, clean slices. And always with your tomatoes. Here's a rule of thumb. Make sure your tomatoes are nice and firm and ripe. If they're too soft and you're trying to get some nice, even, clean slices, you don't want it to be so soggy that you cannot get a nice slice. Because since we're presenting these at an Italian picnic today, we need to make them look really nice. So with that in mind, we're going to slice up a couple.
We'll be right back. Having a fresh tomato in which we slice. And those are going to be thinner sliced tomatoes. You don't want to get them too juicy. And as Kelly said, make sure that you get the fairly solid, not too ripe tomatoes, because you'll get a lot of this extra seedy juice. So you want to make sure when you put them on that they're not going to make the bread soggy. So do you see what we have here?
You know what happens to these lone tomatoes here?
Yes, I do. Because I have a sister who loves tomatoes.
Watch this. I call it, what's that word we call it? Delicious. Okay. What you want to make sure you do though is when you're cooking, here's a rule of thumb, keep your space organized. Do one thing at a time. Have one cutting board for your breads, one cutting board for your cheeses and meats, and make sure you use a bleach bottle with 1 cap of bleach in it to bleach it off and bleach off your counter surfaces, and a cutting board for your vegetables. So, that in mind, we will be right back with more of Kelly Lynn's Creative Kitchen. Talk a little bit more about cooking, and then we will show you the end product. And you know, we're going to have to taste it. So stay tuned for that, and have a great day.
So we just kind of let them. Now sausages, you have to make sure you get do get cooked through because you don't want to get sick. And once it gets dark all the way around, similar to what you're seeing right here, can you see this? Then we will take them off of the pan and we will slice them. Meanwhile, if you want to come over here to this pan that we have going on low, we've got, remember the olive oil we put in with the garlic and all the basil and the seasonings? We have this going, so this is what we're going to put our bread on. I'm going to bring the sausages over because we are ready now to put these pieces of bread into the frying pan and prepare them for putting them on the plates and dressing them. What I'm going to do, though, on some of this bread, on a few of these, I'm going to put what's called garlic spread, just for a little different texture when you bite into it. And I'm also going to take some spinach lettuce, and we're going to toss it up a little bit with a little vinegar, and we will lay it also on top of a couple of these to give it a little different look around the plate. I'm going to slice the Italian sausage into slices, say quarter to half an inch. Okay. Okay, so she's got this kitchen organized. Kelly's kitchen is organized in a way that you can make quick, fast meals, however, healthy meals, and of different orientations of cultural foods that you can bring to really almost any event. So, and I did say I was going to slice these up and get them ready for the bread. Kelly's got the bread on the grill. I'm going to go check on it while she talks to you now.
So, whether it's for an army or for one person, you two can make fabulous, functional, and fun meals for everyone in your family, and make it a holiday every day. Isn't that right, sister?
Yes.
So Gina's going to be checking on the bread over there. I just put it on the grill. And more information on Kelly Lynn's Creative Kitchen or anything else you see here, please email me at kellyhaig@msn.com and tell me all about what you think about the show. Because the more comments I get about the show, the better it will be. This is for you, so tune in and have a great time. We will be right back with some more cooking with Luigi's anti-pasta.
We are browning the bread, the toast. We're toasting it a bit, and we are saturating both sides with the mixture that we put together earlier with the olive oil, garlic, basil, and other Italian seasonings. So we'll do this, and we will place them on a plate. As you see, the sausages over here are waiting. We will slice those up as we did earlier, and we will take our handy-dandy.
What's important about hot pads?
Handy-dandy hot pad to make sure this is a cast iron, so it does get a little bit hotter than most.
So you got to double up on
And
them.
we will take these. Can you see what we're doing here?
Mm-hmm.
Excuse my. We're going to put these on a platter.
So it's a nice big platter that we're putting them on if we're going to be cooking for that many people, right?
Yes, and you can use your fingers to pull these off, by the way.
Yep.
Careful though, because oil does get hot, and of course, if it's hot, use your spatula.
Yes.
Or you can have tongs. Tongs work very good on this.
We are here at the stove checking out those Italian sausages being browned and cooked. And Gina's going to be flipping them over as we speak. Hi, sister.
I want them to see how it's browning here.
So it's browning. We're going to pull it up to it.
So we just kind of let them. Now sausages, you have to make sure do get cooked through because you don't want to get sick. And once it gets dark all the way around, similar to what you're seeing right here, can you see this? Then we will take them off of the pan and we will slice them. Meanwhile, if you want to come over here to this pan that we have going on low, we've got, remember the olive oil we put in with the garlic and all the basil and the seasonings? We have this going, so this is what we're going to put our bread on. We again laid the toasted bread
out. So now Sister Gina is going to be doing some more frying, and then we'll be back with topping off, how you top off these Luigi antipasta rolls.
We're gonna need a little bit more garlic.
Okay.
We are back to put together what today? Oh, and then a little antipasta.
Sorry, sister. Careful when you have toothpicks. Don't poke your sister in the arm with them, even though it is very tempting. All sharp objects, keep away from kids so they don't swallow them or whatever.
And some of those.
And Gina will be back shortly with, I don't know what she's doing. I will let her show you how to put together what she has, a little antipasta roll here. So with that in mind, Gina, come on down and take this over.
Okay.
And I will go over and add some more yummy spices to more of the coatings of this delicious looking. I mean, it is delicious. Look at that. That is just delicious. And if you want to keep things together, Gina has a toothpick for that. So, put that right there.
All right.
We're set, sister. Okay, sister, tell us how you put
So
things
what we're
together.
doing is
on
some of these,
nice.
on some of these, as I said, we are going to take and put some greenery. You can take a little balsamic vinegar and dip this green into balsamic vinegar. I think Chloe's got some balsamic vinegar around here somewhere. So on some of these, we said we were going to put a little greenery with a little tad of balsamic vinegar. And we've got a little cup, a little balsamic vinegar in it. And you just dip your greenery in it, okay? And you place it on your bread with a slice of cheese. You put a tomato, and you put one of your pieces of sausage. Now, some people put a toothpick in it, or just leave it plain. And then you place it on your dish that you're going to be presenting. The other thing you can do is take these greenery and dip them again in your balsamic vinegar and spackle them around the plate just for a little extra in case one falls off of some of the others, the other antipastas, and you can put that on there. Okay. So what I've done is I've placed these others on the plate to prepare, and pinning off a little workspace here. Put these on there. So these are ready to go. Kelly can talk to you while I'm preparing these.
You can see that we've already had a few of these toasted. Gina toasted them, and now she's adding the slices of cheese on top. And they're hot, so it might melt a little bit. Makes very delicious, tasty dish for you. See all that beautiful cheese? What is the next layer you put on there,
We
sister?
need some greens.
And then we got some greens that she's
And you can just throw the greens on the plate that you're using.
yeah, it saves a
Because
lot of
as
time.
you don't need to dirty a lot of dishes to do this.
In this
So-
case, we are using wonderful spinach. It's very green and very healthy.
And what I'm doing is just dipping them in a little balsamic vinegar and putting them on. You don't have to saturate it, just a little bit for taste. And then you can put your tomato, because everybody has a different way of putting their stuff on. You can put your meat on first if you like, or some on top of the cheese. Let's see, we'll do that.
So you mix it up a little bit, see? Be decadent. Be delicious. Be on my show. You two could be working with us two sisters in the kitchen and having a great time doing it. But preferably on a hot day, don't use your stove. Do something cold. Maybe even a fruit salad. We're going to be doing that next time. Gina, until then, we're going to be wrapping this up now because we are off to where? The Italian picnic, and we will see you another day. Again, where are we
Don't
at?
forget, don't forget, you can also put a little garlic on this spread if you like.
Well,
So,
I forgot that.
that's
so.
okay.
We'll be right back with a taste. This is Kelly Lynn's Creative Kitchen. Have a good day.
Ta-ta.
So what? Well,
Need more
sister,
bits.
let me see what this tastes like. I am going to be decadent and steal one of these. So, with that in mind if I eat this,
Go ahead.
sister?
Go ahead.
Gina made me a special. What is this called?
Luigi antipasta.
Luigi's antipasta. So watch it out. Better have a face, sister.
These will be the next big thing.
Have a taste.
Oh,
Oh, it fell apart.
that's why you put toothpicks in that.
Well, it took one in my mouth. Over now. I have a mess here, baby. Oh, Scarlet, frankly, Scarlet, I just don't give a damn. Oh, straight up, step, buddy. So, my impression of me, don't have any. No jokes either. So, I'm just gonna say goodnight. Adios. Until we meet again. With the wish and the prayer and whatever the words say. Lawrence Welk, eat your heart out. Bye-bye. Give it to me one more time. Well then. Thank you, hanky, helper, dad. Ooh, Guanables collect the whole set.
Talk on the camera just to clear it. You want to say where's the...
In 3, 2, 1. We are back to put together what? Today.
Oh, and then we'll enter pasta.
Sorry, sister. Careful when you have toothpicks. Don't poke your sister in the arm with them.
Like,
Are we completely done now?
I don't know. You can get what you want here.
Okay.
Let me
Okay.
get this thing
Okay.
on the road.
So what we are going to do is we are going to make space. It's very important. Let's do that real quickly. And then you can just do your thing.
And you can cut
Oh,
this, you can splice wherever you need to.
You can turn the side and I'll cut it
I'm
for
saying
you.
you can splice this wherever you think. I need to get in here so that I can
That's
actually
what I'm doing. I'm
do this
moving
thing.
this, switching. Okay, grab that. In 3, 2, 1. You can see that we've already had a few of these toasted. Gina toasted them, and now she's adding the slices of cheese on top. And they're hot, so it might melt a little bit. Makes very delicious, tasty dish for you. See all that beautiful cheese? And there you got your chocolate raspberry banana parfait. Voila. That one's for my niece, so we're going to try 2 different desserts tomorrow. The other one I made earlier, and this one. It doesn't matter which order you put your things. You can go white chocolate, but I think we'll just stick with the same, so we're both the same. I have so much pudding here, this will last me a long time. My little nephew is going to love this chocolate pudding if he doesn't find it. One of my sisters will, or my dad, or my mom. This is a recipe the whole family loves, okay? You can never go wrong with a wonderful parfait. I say traditional parfait. My mom used to do this, make pudding in the one, her green glass dishes that she had gotten from when she got married, and I don't know how she does it. My mom is an excellent cook. She is going to be on one of some of my shows as a regular guest host. So are my sisters. I look forward to having you join us for an Italian dinner with my little sister at her house in a couple of weeks. Stay tuned for that. And I'll look forward to having some other co-hosts as well. We're going to have barbecues throughout the summer. We're also going to check out health issues and fashion. I've talked to many different people who are very excited to be on the show. So tune in and stay seated, because we have so much excitement for you. You will not know what to do with yourself. You know what I do with the rest of this whipped cream. My dog loves whipped cream. So you know what? She's going to get that whipped cream. She's going to get the rest of this whipped cream. Looks like I'm going to have to put a little chocolate on top. So there we go. We're going to blab a little top right there. Look at that. And a little blab will do ya. I guess we had more layers than one. Looking forward to tasting these tomorrow. Again, put your 2 bananas in there. And we've got a wonderful end product. Both given to me and my niece with love. Chocolate spells love. Chocolate for the chocolate lover, with a little bit of raspberry jello in there. And to top off the evening, I am going to taste this pudding. Ooh, you know, I could take this whole bowl and eat it all by myself, but you know what? I'm gonna save it for my family for tomorrow. Or I might make it into a pie tomorrow. If I have chocolate lips, more power to you. Until next time, I am Kelly Lynn with Kelly Lynn's Creative Kitchen, and I got a sweet tooth, but I also like to do it with a proper caloric, low content, low fat-free whipped cream, low fat-free instant pudding, and bananas makes for a wonderful, healthy snack that isn't too high in the calories. Throw out the big chocolate cake or the deep fat fried donuts and try my chocolate raspberry jello banana parfait. Until then, I'm Kelly Lynn with Kelly Lynn's Creative Kitchen. Have a wonderful and fabulous decadent chocolate